Hello there, welcome to another video. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Jemmy. So it's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded on this channel, and that definitely was unintentional. I did not mean to do that, but October has just been so crazy busy and very unexpected. And I did post on my community page a post kind of explaining a little bit as to why I haven't been uploading, but I also wanted to sit down at the beginning of this vlog and let you guys know other reasons why I haven't been editing either, and as well as uploading. They're very exciting news, but they're also contributing as to why I haven't been uploading either. So to start, my husband actually got a new job last week, so that is super exciting. I'm so happy for him. But because he started a new job, a lot of our routines that we were normally doing on a day-to-day basis have been kind of thrown out of whack due to his new schedule. So all of last week we were trying to figure out a balance between what he usually do, now I'm doing kind of thing. So a lot of that was going on last week and as well as this week. So editing had kind of been put on a back burner because of it, because a lot of the other stuff that I'm trying to figure out and put in my schedule is a priority over editing. So that was one of the other reasons why I haven't been uploading either. And the second thing isn't really causing me not to edit, but it is taking a lot of time in my life because it's super exciting and just very unrealistic and so unexpected. And that is, my family had found a long lost relative that they have been trying to find for decades. And when I say decades, I mean a very long time. They have been trying to find this person for more than my lifetime, before I was even born, and I'm almost 30 years old. That's how long they've been looking for this person, and even longer than that. And it's crazy that we were able to find this person, and it's all by chance. It just so happened that another relative of mine took a 23andMe kit, and that's how they ended up getting connected. And it is confirmed this person is a relative of ours. They did do a DNA test, and it showed 99.99% related. So that is crazy to me, and it is super exciting because my mom is going to see this person in a few days, and this person is actually a sibling of my mom. So that is so crazy. I'm so excited for my grandma. I'm so excited for my mom and her sibling. And it's crazy to me that I now have a new uncle, and it's so nuts. It's just crazy and super exciting. So that's been kind of taking a lot of my time too, because I've been like talking to my mom about it. I've been talking to my sister, because it just seems like a movie type story to think that all this can happen. So that's also another reason why I haven't been editing, but it's just crazy. Life this year has been super nuts for me. A lot of things have happened this year, and it's been a roller coaster of emotions, but I have to say this year has been probably one of the most memorable year, good and bad. But that's kind of the little update I wanted to give you guys at the start of this vlog. I will talk to you guys a little bit more tomorrow. It is getting pretty late, and I have been trying to film this clip a bunch of times because I've been trying to make myself kind of coherent, and it was not happening. So I just want to be transparent with you. I filmed this clip probably over 30 times. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys more tomorrow and kind of talk about what my plans are for this week is, what my reads are for this week is, and everything. So yeah. So it is currently Tuesday, October the 24th. If I sound tired, it's because I just woke up from my nap. I wasn't feeling good when I got home, and I found out it's because I started my period. So I decided I'm going to take a nap. Maybe that's gonna help me feel better. It did not. I feel like shit, and I have a massive headache. Also, if you hear a bunch of sound, there is a dust storm that's happening outside right now, so there's that. Anyways, let's get to the books here that I have. The first book is Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the third book in the Raven Cycle series. I actually already read this book earlier this month, and I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4-star out of 5, and honestly, I'm really enjoying this series. I've given each book in the series so far a 4-star, and overall, it's a very fast-paced series, so I love that. I need to get the 4th book, but unfortunately my library doesn't have it. Someone has it checked out at the moment, so I have to wait for that. I don't know if you heard that, but that was a really strong win there. But anyways, I enjoyed this book. I really liked it. I did have a few issues with it. I felt like some of the characters wanted to do a lot of things on their own, but at the same time in the story, you kind of felt the friendship grew a little bit more. So I love that. I also love how fast paced everything is and how quick everything's happening. It is really nice. And I love Ronan as a character. I can see why he is the fan favorite because he is just a sweet character. Even though he has this demeanor of like, I don't give two shits about anything, he's still very sweet and he loves his friends and he will protect them till no end, which I absolutely love. And my other favorite character is Kala. I love her. She is just the perfect character for such an intense scene, and then she'll just make a snide comment to a certain character or a certain situation that just kind of breaks the tension just right when you need it, and I love it. I love her. I love her no bullshit attitude. She's just the best, and probably maybe tops Ronan as my favorite character because I just love her. And I also love that you got to learn a little bit more about Blue and just her separate from the group and just kind of learn about her and her thoughts and her life. And I kind of really love that because you got to see her in the first two stories interact with the boys, interact with her family, and then this one you kind of see her kind of by herself and her thoughts and just her doing things and her kind of thoughts and whatnot. I just enjoyed it overall. So I really like this. I can't wait to finish the series off once I get my hand on the fourth book. So the next book I have here is actually my current read, and that is Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. This is the third book to the Diviner series, and I'm about 300 or so pages in, 380 pages. So I have roughly around 250 pages left to read of this book, and honestly I should finish it because I picked up The King of Crows so that I could continue on once I finished this, thinking that I was going to finish this earlier this month, and I didn't because October just got out of hand and it's slipping away from me. But I am currently reading this and I am enjoying it. I think this might be my favorite of the series so far. It is so good. All the issues I had in the second book, it is not present in this book whatsoever. In the second book, I had issues with how many point of views there were because it just ended up all getting a jumbled mess and you didn't know who was talking, whose point of view it was. And then there was a lot of extra point of views that just was not needed. Like you could have taken those out and shortened the book by a little bit because it didn't add any context to the storyline. At least I didn't feel like it did. It added to kind of like the spooky factor of it, but that wasn't necessary because everything else was enough, so that was not needed. In here, definitely not. I think the amount of point of views that are in here and the amount of extra point of views that were added was necessary, and it is adding to the vibe that makes it so much more spooky, so much more scarier to read, that I'm enjoying it so much. This is a perfect read for October. It is so good. It is so spooky, and just the tension that is in this story is just there. It's so good. Like you can feel it, but it's not overwhelming. It's just like that right amount of tension that you're like, what's going to happen? And you're just like, I want to know. I want to know. It's that feeling, and it's so good. The writing in this is so phenomenal compared to the second one. I love it so much, and I'm leaning towards a 5-star for this because of how much I'm enjoying this. I love every aspect so far of this book compared to the second one. I still don't like Evie and I still don't like Sam, so that's my gripe. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I'm not going to ding the book for that because honestly their characters is just not the type of characters I like. I just think that they're so annoying and so, oh, it's me, it's about me, you need to focus on me kind of character, and I don't like that at all. So I personally love every other character in the story but those two. So yeah, I am really enjoying it, so I really just need to sit down and crack through it. So there's that. And of course the last book, I did mention it earlier, is The King of Crows. I just need to finish Before the Devil Breaks You to jump into this because this is the last and final book in the series, and I want to finish the series off. I've been meaning to finish the series off because I read The Diviners quite a long time ago, and I'm trying to finish series that I have started. This is one of the reading goals that I had for this year, was to finish off series that I started but never finished, and this is one of the series, and I'm almost done. I just need to read this one, and I'm going to try to read it in October because this series is perfect for October. Any other month, this is the month for it. Honestly, it is so good. The vibes and everything in this series is just perfect for October. Also, that is my dog. He just got up from the bathroom floors. Anyways, I need to get going. I've been filming this for a very long time because I cannot form words or speak. I'm having such a tough time filming these past 2 days, and I think it's because I haven't been filming for a very long time that I'm trying to get back into it, so I keep messing up my words. So I've been sitting here for a good hour trying to film this. I'm giving you guys the behind the scenes because honestly, I just want to be me, and I kind of just want to talk how I want to talk and not edit anything out because I'm just lazy and I hate editing. I was loving editing at one point, but right now I don't like editing because it takes up so much time and I don't have that time right now. So I'm not liking editing. So there's that. Also, I will have to go into that dust storm and I'm not too happy about it. I've been filming way too long and that is my fault. Anyways, I'm rambling on. I'm going to head to the store to grab a few things and as well as my prescriptions. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty, so it's Thursday. I did not film at all yesterday, and that is because I was super sick from my period. I was getting really bad cramps, and I just was not feeling good, so I didn't do anything all day yesterday. But today is Thursday. I am actually going to go see my uncle because he's still in the hospital right now. He was diagnosed with a condition, so we are going to go see him, see how he's doing, see if his condition's better. I have gotten my coffee for the day. I'm actually here at my pharmacy to go pick up my medication that I was supposed to pick up yesterday that I didn't. So I'm going to do that right now, and then afterwards I'm going to be heading to go see my sisters. So that's my plan. But the book that I brought with me to read is Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. Yes, I still have not finished this, so I need to finish this up, and I'm hoping to do that today, but we will see. Anyways, I'm going to go in to go grab my medication, and I will speak to you guys later. I picked up my medication. That was $108. Sad day. That was super expensive. Why is medication so expensive? Explain that to me. I actually don't, because I know. America and the healthcare system sucks. Everything's expensive. Anyways, I'm off to go see my sister, to go see my uncle. Also, my grandma and grandpa are in town, so there's that. Alrighty, so I'm here at my sister's place. I've been chilling here, hanging out with her. If you hear whining in the background, that is my uncle's doggo. He's outside, but yeah, I'm here hanging out. We've been actually hanging out for a while. I'm just waiting for my husband to get here so we can go see my uncle at the hospital. And I actually just opened up my medication, and tell me why it's pink. My first one is white. So I don't understand why this one is pink. So I'm confused. And then the other one is in a pink case, but it's orange. So I'm a little concerned, but I think it's just the way it's made. I have no idea. But also, if you're hearing that noise in the background, my sister's watching a premiere video of her K-pop band that she loves. Sorry. And she's gonna tell you, go support them. They're ATs. Yes, go stand ATs for her because she loves them. But yeah, just wanted to update you guys. Just hanging out while she's watching. I might watch with her or read a little bit. It depends. We'll see. But yeah. Alrighty, so I'm home now. I actually did not do much reading while I was at my sister's place, which is to be expected. I ended up just hanging out with my sister and we were having a blast. I always love hanging out with my sister. It's just the best time. Sometimes we do get into arguments, but you know what siblings don't. Then afterwards we went to go see my uncle, and unfortunately my uncle's not doing so hot. The doctors really can't do much. It's kind of my uncle and his body trying to fight off what he has and trying to like heal up, and it just kind of sucks to see a family member in that way. And honestly, I thought I would be done with the hospital after my dad's situation, but I guess not. I guess my family just has a lot of health problems. I did end up seeing my grandma and grandpa, which was really nice. It's nice to see them. They look pretty good. They were so in love with my husband. They always are, but they're so happy that my husband is now a registered nurse. They keep, complimenting him about it. I feel like my grandparents love my husband more than they love me because honestly, they just shower him with love. My grandma just doesn't care about me, but whatever. And then my sister's friend, oh my gosh, she's so sweet. I don't really talk to her. I don't actually know her, but she ended up making a boo basket for my sister and I, which is so sweet of her. We're actually going to try to make one for her too because she's so sweet. So she's really into collecting Pokemon. So she ended up getting me this cute little mini binder to hold like cards and stuff. You can actually see right there for if you collect cards. It's so cute. And then she got me one of my favorite Pokemons, which is Dragonair. I love this Pokemon. It is so pretty. I don't know why. It just looks so elegant. And so she got me that. And then she got me my favorite chocolates, which are Ferrero Rocher, because yeah, I just love Ferrero Rocher. It's just like the perfect amount of chocolate and the perfect amount of nuts that are on there. That's what she said. And she got me this cute little pen. Look at it. Look at this pen. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. Am I going to use it? Probably not. But am I going to use it as decoration? 100%. And then she got me like this little cute goodie bags with like a bunch of pens and pencils. And then I have a Pokemon little trader pack to open. And then like a little stress ball. They're all like Halloween theme. It's so cute. And then she got me pumpkins. Oh my god, I love these. Look at this one. Oh, it's so pretty. I can use it to decorate my desk some more. Like, look at this. This is so pretty. I'm so jealous. Like, we don't have pumpkins like this at my local place to buy Halloween decorations. It's so pretty. And I can't wait to use it to decorate my desk, which my desk is like an absolute mess, but whatever. Also, my husband just got back from walking the doggo, so I'm going to share some Ferrero Rocher with him. It's so funny because she was really worried about sending this to where I live because where I live it's super hot, and she was afraid that the chocolate would melt, which is kind of funny. But this is so cute. I absolutely love it. And she's so sweet to like make me one, even though she doesn't know me, like she knows my sister. So we're definitely going to make her a little basket. Maybe not for Halloween, but more for Christmas time. So yeah, but she's so sweet. Anyways, I'm gonna go hang out with my husband because I am not feeling too good. After I went to go eat with my husband and my sister, I just had this massive migraine that just, I think it's because of my period. It just made me want to throw up, and I ended up throwing up. So yeah, I know that's a lot of information, but hey, I just feel like talking to you guys. Also, tomorrow I'm probably gonna start editing this video, even though there's not much reading done in this video at all. I think tomorrow I'm gonna spend a little bit more time reading and just kind of hanging out because I am not feeling so good, and I just think I don't really want to be on my phone and on the internet. I think I just want to like sit down and just read all day tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was pretty much my day today. But I had a good time with my sister. Honestly, it's always a great time when I'm with my sister. Yes, we do get into arguments, but overall, it's always fun to see her. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to see my mom. She was still at the hospital visiting her brother after she got off work, which is totally understandable. I mean, it's her brother, it's her sibling, so she's, worried. And so she was going to be there pretty late. So by the time she got home, it would be too late for my husband and I, since we still have work tomorrow. My husband needs to wake up at 4, so we ended up having to leave. So I'm a little sad, but I think I'm gonna try to visit her some other day, maybe next week on like Monday or Tuesday. I think I might go down and see her or go to her shop and go visit. So yeah, we'll see. But she's usually off on Thursday, so I may go and see her on Thursday. Also, my dog is like panting. Hi, Tigger. But anyways, I have been chit-chatting with you guys enough, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Alrighty, so it's Friday. I do apologize for the horrible lighting and the camera angle. My tripod is currently in the office right now, but my husband is doing a movie watch party with his friends to watch some horror movie. The movie they're currently watching is It Part 2. I have already seen it, which is why I'm not inside there watching with them, because I'm out here reading my book. I have read roughly already 50 or so pages of Before the Devil Breaks You, and I wanted to update you guys, which is the reason why I'm doing this clip, because I realized I haven't updated you guys at all in my reading progress. And as well as I reached a scene in here that pissed me off and I want to rant about it. So as you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of Evie. I think Evie is a very selfish character and she annoys the living crap out of me. And I got to a scene where she just made me hate her as a character. So her and Mabel are best friends. This is known throughout the whole series, so this is not a spoiler. But Mabel had asked Evie, hey, can you not stick your nose into my business? This is something that I'm doing personally. Please don't get involved. And Evie decides that she's going to get involved. And that pisses me off because your best friend had asked you personally, set boundaries with you, and told you, hey, this is my business. Don't get involved. And for me personally, as a friend, you listen to your best friend, you listen to your friend, and you respect their boundaries. Because Mabel is very sweet, and sometimes she lets Evie kind of walk around her. And this is the first time Mabel had drawn a line and said, hey, don't do this. And she still proceeds to do what she did, and it pissed me off. I'm sorry, but as a friend, you don't do that. You don't go behind your friend's back and do the thing that you did when she told you not to do it. There are certain times where you may have to push the boundaries with your friends. This isn't one of them. And it pissed me off so much. I was so irritated with Evie because it's like, it's none of your business. Mabel needs to learn. Mabel needs to grow. And if she gets hurt, then she gets hurt. You be there for her when that happens. You can't prevent her from being hurt. I'm sorry. That's the reality of growing up. That's the reality of becoming an adult. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna have to learn things, and your friends are there to help you get through it. And that's what Evie should have done instead of sticking her nose in the situation and making the situation worse. I'm sorry, but I agree with Mabel when she said, Evie, you're so selfish and you just always want to do things for yourself. 100% true. I 100% agree with that. Evie is such a selfish character. I don't like her. Nothing about her grows on me. And I listened to the audiobook for the second book because I was struggling through it. And honestly, in the audiobook, Evie was even worse. She sounded so whiny and so bratty in the audiobook. And she sounded like that inside the book as well. And so like it translates to her being so annoying to me and so whiny. I'm sorry, but I cannot like Evie, and I hope I'm not the only one. I feel like I have a very unpopular opinion, but I don't know yet because I haven't actually looked at any of the reviews for this series because I don't want to be spoiled. I always like to read the books, like the whole series and the books, before I read the reviews because I don't want it to influence my thoughts. But yeah, that's how I feel right now. And I hope Evie gets better in the fourth book, but so far 3 strikes and I don't like her as a character, and it sucks because she is kind of the main character in the series. So it's sad that I'm not the biggest fan of her. And honestly, this weird love shenanigans that's happening between Evie and these other guys, I'm not the biggest fan of either. Like, either pick one, decide, or don't pick one at all and move the F on, because like this is just too much. So that is my thoughts, that is my opinion. I hope I'm not the only one, but maybe I am. I don't like her as a character. Anyways, I'm just gonna calm down because I'm getting myself riled up. I value friendship and I value boundaries quite a lot. So like reading someone breaking someone else's boundaries after they have drawn the line is just so bothersome, especially with Mabel as a character. If you've read the series, then you know Mabel is a very sweet character, and she's kind of a pushover. And when she finally drew that line and Evie still decided that it's her boundary to break, she's gonna do it. And that just pissed me off. That just makes me so mad. But yeah, that's my little rant for the day. If you guys agree with me, let me know down in the comments below if you guys have already read the series and know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, and if you get there after reading the series, come back to this video and let me know how you feel. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I don't know. It just bothers me. Just that. So I finished Before the Devil Breaks You, and oh my god, it was so good. I am shocked. I don't know if you could tell by my expression, but Libere went there. She did things that most authors would not do, and I'm shocked. I mean, granted, I still stand by what I said earlier about Evie and her meddling, because honestly, like, if she had not meddled, would Mabel have done what she had done, or would she have been able to figure things out on her own? But she went there. Oh, she went there. And I am shocked. Like, it's a lot to process, but I will tell you this. It is definitely a 5-star read. This book was so good through and through, even though I put it down and didn't pick it back up because of work getting busy and everything, but I had been wanting to pick this back up. I just has been so tired and just haven't. And honestly, this was so good. Like, oh, like, she went there. I'm still shocked and amazed that she really would do that. Like, oh, I so want to spoil you guys for it, because like, you may not understand what I'm talking about, but if like you read this book, then you understand. Most authors would not do those things to their characters, especially the ones that you follow through the whole series. Oh my god. Like, this is my authentic reaction, and I'm just so shocked. It is so good. I'm sorry my thoughts are not coming out as great, and I'm not going to refilm this because honestly, I want you guys to see my true reaction. But yeah, like, that is my doggo letting me know that it is time to feed him. He's very upset. But anyways, I am so glad that I have the last book in the series, because the way this ended, oh, I need to know what's gonna happen. Okay, honey, I'll go feed you. Come here. Come here, T. Hi. Here, I'll show you guys. Excuse the messy apartment, but here he is. Oh, he's upset. He wants to eat. So I'm going to go and feed him now. But I'm definitely going to pick up King of Crows and read that and finish the series. I don't know if I'm going to finish it tonight, but I'm going to start it. And then I'll let you guys know my initial thoughts and then end the vlog there. So I'm going to start the next book. But first, I got to feed the doggo and then start the next book. So we'll see what my initial thoughts are of the last and final book and how far I get to it tonight. It is currently 8:30 p.m. so we will see. I still cannot get over this book. I still cannot. Oh. So I'm in the bedroom now because I'm getting super tired. I'm with my doggo, who is now getting distracted. Hello. Hi. Love you, my booger. I know you see that little bump on his nose. The vet doesn't know what it is. Oh, I love you. Oh, he's so affectionate at night. Anyways, I did start the King of Crows, and I am on page, let me try to do this with one hand, page 69. What a perfect page to end the night with, and I am enjoying it. It is so action-packed, and I'm having a good time. Here is again my doggo. Hello, baby. But I'm going to head to bed because I'm getting super tired, and it looks like my doggo wants some cuddles, so I'm gonna cuddle with him for the rest of the night and head to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, even though there wasn't a lot of reading it done in this vlog until the very end. And I did finish a book in this vlog and started a new one, so I'm happy about that. And I'm enjoying this so much. So I think I'm gonna crank this out over the weekend. Maybe we'll see. But yeah. Look how sad he is. He wants cuddles. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.